Morning, everybody. You're welcome to the Daily Digest with Jimi Disu. I mean, it's me, yes, with me, Jimi Disu.
Yes, you.
Sometimes you forget. Don't mind me. It's the first of the week. Tomorrow we are going to have Mrs. Funke Kuyoro. She will join me on Debumi tomorrow. And on Friday, we are going to talk to a young man I just met. I don't know if he's an estate surveyor, but he's in the estate business. And he's a young man, he's just trying to make his skill over heat, trying to blow. And like you know, Fridays is when we give young people the opportunity, to let others know what exactly they're doing. So that's what we'll be talking a bit about, the estate business on Friday. On Saturday, this Saturday, I don't know, the MD of Nel Fund has promised to be here. He couldn't make it the other time. He said to me, I'm going to be here from Friday. So when I see him on Friday, then I'll go all out. But in principle, we would have him here because one of the very important things to me currently is this Nel Fund thing that offers the opportunity for young people to take students' loans. And I also, apparently, I forgot to add that. I've always forgot to add that it's important to let our people know that even for female students, I don't know where that came from, but I saw Mr. Sawyer having to stress that female students should come take this loan and so on and so forth. And I think you don't have anything to lose. That much I can say. So this morning we are going to look at the key major issues that have cropped up in the polity, and I decided to take on two of my colleagues to ask them about these developments and the signals. So I have our own Honora here, who will be here from 9 till about 9:30. And when he goes, we'll take a short break. Then I'll speak to Didi Ajani, who is the general editor of the Vanguard, because the best people to get analysis from are these gentlemen who are on the field on a day by day, hour by hour, minute by minute basis. Mr. Nora, good morning.
Good morning, Uncle Jimmy.
They are not Uncle Jimmy is in the media, but it's okay.
Yes.
Straight to business, because we have an appointment. I'm going to take you up on a number of issues.
Okay.
And we'll just have fun analyzing them. So I'm Sheriff, and you are Jimi Disu.
Okay.
In this program.
Okay. Just turn it to be me.
Turn it to me.
That Sheriff is around.
The first thing is, what do you think is the implication, or otherwise, or is it a non-event that El Rufai has gone to SDP?
No right-thinking person will say it's a non-event.
Okay.
It is an event, but the issues are the impact of the event is what we cannot sit here and analyze. Other people have actually done the same thing. Just like you said from the beginning of the introduction. El Rufai has been there from the onset.
Mm-hmm.
I met him in Port Harcourt back then with Oregu, Ngige, Ogboniono, and the rest of them, and even Rotimi Amechi. Where are they now? The issue is that these are the old horse that have been there in APC. And gradually they are actually shifting ground because new faces need to come on board. Politics is all about interest. It seems their personal interest or their cabal or their group interest is no longer factored. And that's why they are moving. So, anybody saying it's something that there must be a rebate. All these things are tilted towards 2027.
Yeah.
Which we all know that there's going to be a lot of permutation to ensure that it's either my interest or our group interest or we set another agenda.
But one of the conclusions I reached during the last elections, ultimately, is that the Jagaban himself, I suspect very strongly, has one leg in the SDP. In fact, I think that the rumor that went round, and I'm inclined to believe very strongly, that he set up the SDP itself as an alternative, just like a standby party in case he didn't. At one point, it was said if he didn't get the APC mandate, he would go to the SDP. And Jagaban is a man full of all kinds of political tricks and intrigues, which is why he's the president today. So I'm hoping that part of the new strategy would not be to create a so-called opposition that will turn around later to support him. I'm just being suspicious, and like my friend Dapak I would say, he said I'm the conspiracy theorist. That's the way I'm wired. You don't think that? You think it's far-fetched?
No. Suspicion is part of the game, because if you don't have, it's part of the game. If you're not suspicious of something, you can easily walk into it. Like one of my lecturers will always say, I doubt, because doubt gives me knowledge. If I doubt that, you will not be honest to me. In an effort for you to prove that you'll be honest, you give me more information on why I should believe.
Don't forget Tarekbe Shola is being rumored going to that party. Now, these are the president's aides, close allies. And I don't believe because he didn't give El-Rufai an appointment, there couldn't be an understanding with them to say, look, you stay on the outside. You gather as much as the opposition as you can to yourself. At the last minute, the president is, when it comes to politics, all kinds of tactics are known to him. Look at I told Sheriff this morning, he was almost fell off his chair. This was the president who gained attention during the election because everybody thought it was over for him. He talked about La Blue, he talked this, he pretended to faint, only for him to be sworn in, and everything has changed. And in politics, Mr. Nora, you know that attention is key, for good or for bad. So I'd be very careful to quickly jump to the conclusion that that's what El-Rufai, that Sheriff said this morning, and I quote him. And luckily he's here. Sheriff said this morning, and I quote him. He said, El-Rufai, it appears that he too might want to be running for the president. Yes. Okay.
That is the view of Sheriff.
Yes.
But I don't think
I don't adjust your mind. We didn't call you this discussion.
Is it your own view? Do you share the same view with him?
Yeah. Well, put it this way: if El-Rufai actually wanted to run for president, I'd be a bit happy, because one thing he brings to the table, he has many faults like all of us, but he brings intellect and knowledge, which is something that, let's be honest with ourselves, that good intellect, corporate knowledge, having a president who can stand and speak to whatever issue.
But I believe you are equally aware that it has been touted in some quarters that P2B and El-Rufai are going to have a merger. They're going to actually run. So some people, so you see, so people are, maybe those people equally believe the same way that Sheriff believed that El-Rufai is going. But let me tell you, Uncle Jimmy, in politics,
calm down, you don't drop a bomb. You diffuse it. Do you think that P2B might end up in SDP?
You see, in politics, never say that, or never say it's going to happen. It's not going to happen. Something might happen. There are possibilities, because even Labour Party is having issues. But you said that Jagaban himself has a leg in SDP, which we had at the beginning of this, because we are actually believing that if things didn't work out fine,
he would go to SDP.
That's what we actually believe. That's why he kept the man there. That we suspected that he actually kept. But all the same, the man is old enough to make his decision. But the issue is that in politics, even the APC, some people actually jumping into APC now. They are equally a permutation from the other angle. You will see there will be an implosion in APC, because people decamping to go to APC, if their interests are not actually taken care of, you will see the possibility of them doing anti-party activity, or they might even act as a mole in APC. So you cannot be a mole if you are not part of the game, if you are not part of the inside decision. Some of them might be going into, just the way you say that El-Rufai moving to SDP, or having this perceived quarrel that we are seeing, because I doubt if actually that quarrel is something that cannot be settled if
You can easily
yeah,
be
if
settled,
Atiku and and Obasanjo could actually meet and talk, and the rest of them after all the muslinging.
I also believe that the so-called, if the president sees Atiku today, they have so many things of interest.
Yep.
People outside might not know that. But by the way, do you think Atiku is going to run in 2027? Sheriff.
So why? It seems Sheriff has some information that we are not privileged to.
Yes, he has an agenda.
Okay,
I will hypnotize him.
Okay, that's very good. That's very good. So Atiku, nothing precludes him from running. Constitutionally, yes, he has every right to run.
Excuse me, wasn't it about time we had somebody who's more virile and young?
Is the person now really not younger or older than?
I said isn't the time. I'm not saying about the person now.
No.
Now is there.
It's from the known. You talk about the unknown.
Okay. So you think the president will go for a second term?
Definitely. It's as good as saying that there will be tomorrow.
Who know tomorrow? You heard that song before?
Who know tomorrow? Yeah. So I think I'm of that old. So I know about that music, but the issue is that you can't take it away from the man really knows now that he will not run to 2027.
Before we get to break period, do you think Peter Obi is still in Labour?
He has not become officially. And that's where I always tell you that politics is all about interest. You know, Peter Obi was the galvanizing force of Labour. Labour Party has been there before he came in, but he actually brought that dynamics in Labour. So going to another political party is not something that we will rule out.
But why did you say that Peter Obi would be deputy or whatever?
No. I didn't say he will be deputy.
He will run with him.
Yes. There's this. There is this. Well, I say even some Northerners have actually kicked against it. Have even said something about the possibility of them coming to run together, because if El-Rufai coming from the north with the clout is a former governor, what is it that other people have that he doesn't have? A former governor. Peter is a former governor. The man really not now former governor. Shetima, former. So, and bear in mind, there's already a precedent said about you contesting for another party and then joining another party. It happened. So, within the time frame of INEC, they can easily work it out and be in a political party pretending that they're actually going to end up in that. I must tell you this, SDP might not be the final bus stop for El-Rufai.
Oh, you reckon? Where do you think he'll end up?
I said, I'm telling you now.
You think he might go back to APC?
Might necessarily not be APC.
Where would he be?
That I will not say, because I'm not a mind reader. I'm not in his mind, but I'm telling you what will likely happen.
What is your gut feeling telling you? That you know the best people in the media are news editors. I don't joke with them. That's why you're sitting where you're sitting. Don't think it's because for any other reason. News editors. I need to pay tribute to my good friend Eric Teniola, because Inside Story. You guys can find the news from anywhere. Is there anything in the offing that gives you that statement you just made? Is there something? Tell me now. I won't tell anybody.
No. Yeah, you're not telling anybody, because Lagos is actually listening, and I know they are not anybody.
No, they are not listening. No. Sheriff, can you please step aside?
Mark my words.
Yes.
El-Rufai might not necessarily end up in this political party that he actually joined.
Where do you think he will go? Or do you think there will be a merger?
There's possibility of that, because discussion is already going on.
But if we say the president has a foot in SDP, can't he pull the rug on?
I did not say, as you told me that.
Mike, no.
No.
Did I?
Let us go back to the.
Okay. We'll rewind later. But
you said I quote you now, because you're quoting Sheriff. You said.
All right, my God. Oh my God. Okay, before you go, let me open up our lines. 020127709993 and the female line 0201465790, because he's going to go after the first half. I'll bring Didi Ajani in for the second half. So let's take one or two views whilst we are here. Our lines are open. You could please call. Also, you can send a WhatsApp message, and you can drop something on the YouTube or on the Facebook channels, which we'll be glad to read. Do we have any? We have something there? Okay. What's this thing? Okay, let's pick the call first. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, sir.
Morning.
Yeah, good morning to your guest. Emeka is my name from Satellite Town.
Yes.
Hello?
Yes.
For me, like you rightly alluded, or you and your guest, I think there is something in the offing.
Yes.
This emergence of this SGP, for me, I don't know why I have a feel that the current president, has his hand or his finger in the emergence of that party. Like we all know, the little fracas or issue he has with El-Rufai is not one that is intractable.
Yeah.
It's not one that cannot be resolved. And knowing him as a maverick and how in his politics, it's very possible that he's coming up with some other diversionary party so as to split the votes of the opposition. I think that is what is happening here. However, all these realliances, measures cannot hold water against the current president without addressing the system or the structure that brought him to that position in the first instance. Thank you.
Right. Do we have another caller? Okay. You have mentioned, okay, please.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, I think we have a call. Let's take this call.
Okay.
Take this call.
Hello, good morning. Hello. Oh, we lost
The
her.
person has gone.
Okay.
We have another one.
Okay. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Uncle Jimmy.
Yes,
my
morning,
name is Oboyinlo Peter from Shongutedo.
Yes,
and
sir.
Good morning to your guest. Quickly, I think I try to draw something from what your guest is saying. You see the emergence, this is my personal philosophy and opinion now. You see the emergence of SDP. I see a merger between SDP and PDP because of the situation happening to PDP. And so El-Rufai, you know how he has cross-carpeted from the PDP to the APC and not wanting to go back to the PDP now. Merging SDP with PDP and with Atiku involved, something may strike out. Good morning.
Do you want to react to that?
No. That is view, and it's possible.
What is your view?
My view is that there's going to be a merger along the line.
Do you think it will be with the PDP?
Not only the PDP.
Oh, I see. Do you think the SDP will be consumed by the PDP or the PDP will be consumed by the SDP?
Like I said earlier on, let's start from the known to the unknown. The known is that APC that we saw today was equally a merger of political parties.
Political parties, yes.
So there's possibility of playing the same card.
And taking away the Atiku group from the PDP.
Do you think it's a coincidence that the former president is moving towards Kaduna? Have you actually?
Yeah, Buhari, yes, he's moved to Kaduna.
So you just think.
That's why you're here, Nora. You think he has to do with that? He's made Kaduna his base.
But he earlier told us it's not going to be his base. That Katsina is his base. So why are we talking about all this now? And why is he moving towards that direction? Bear in mind that who is actually really not our president as of the moment now. We believed we have the same view that he never supported him.
Are you implying that Buhari might not be favorably disposed to Tinubu running a second term? Is that what?
In the first instance, was he favorably disposed?
Well, what he said, I think it was El-Rufai said that at the last minute he told people to vote their conscience, and that was highly
we had that, and even the man there actually told us during campaign, the president, I will win. When we are talking about the issue of the currency, when we are talking about other issues, and then the fuel stuff.
Well, I won't put you on the spot now to ask you if you think the president should run a second time. I'll wait a little bit more when you'll have to put your mouth where your money is, whether you think he should run a second time or not. So don't ask me my own view, because my own view, I've been issued,
is that
he shouldn't even run for presidency, and I've been proven right. That there's no point being polite about things that's going to affect 200 and something million people. There's nothing wrong if you don't have the capacity to run, and I say so because we have to have that capacity and see where we are. So I have no apologies for that, and I definitely will not. The way things are now, unless a miracle happens, I will not be in support of 20. I can't go through another 4 years of this, because that's what 2027 means. I've never suffered in my life like I have now, and I don't think I'll be willing to make that sacrifice again. I'd like to thank you, Mr. Nora, for taking the time out. You can now go for your appointment. And whatever they give you when you get there. We are learning from we learn from you. If they give you plastic cup or they give you anything, make sure that you bring my own.
Are you not the people that we learn from?
Well, not from me. Maybe from Sheriff. We're going to take a short break. When we come back, we'll be talking to DJ and Danny, so don't go away.
Talk, news, and sports after this.
Did you hear about Shadi?
What happened?
She bashed someone's car and her basic insurance was only able to cover the other person's damage. She had to repair her car with her own money.
Sometimes, third-party insurance is not enough for your car. Introducing Flexi Comprehensive Motor Insurance by Hares General Insurance, the affordable choice for smart car owners. The Hares Flexi Comprehensive Motor Insurance Plan costs as low as 25,000 Naira for a whole year and provides coverage for you and the other person up to a limit. In the event of a motor accident, Hares General Insurance will pay to fix your car and the other person's car too. So, upgrade to Flexi Motor Insurance Plan from Hares General Insurance. Visit www.haresinsuranceGroup.com. That is HEIRS, or call 0700 434 7746 to get started.
Why do you have so many tins and sachets of cowbell?
Oh, it's what I plan to share this Ramadan.
My sister, you can start by sharing some with me now.
Oh yeah, take. It's Ramadan after all. In this holy month, share the nourishing goodness of cowbell with friends and family. It contains vitamin B9, Vitarich, and it's so creamy, so good. Ramadan Kareem.
Cowbell, a creamy goodness.
It's Ramadan. Come on board. Let's go on a tour to the top restaurants where you can enjoy the best of the season. First up is Charity Cafe. Here, the currency is sharing, so keep giving. Next up is Kindness Bistro. Be the kindest you can be. Last but not least, make a stop by at Forgiveness Drive-Thru and let go of every beef. And at Sahur and Iftar, bring it home with the goodness of great tasty meals with Noor.
This Ramadan, don't just eat for good. Share the good all day. Knorr, share the good.
Anything I want. Mama, they don't dash me 20,000 Naira woof.
My pikin, who they dash 20,000 Naira for this kind time?
That they dash everybody will get smart cash account 20,000 Naira.
You mean them go dash me 20,000 Naira a woof too?
Yes, so mama. Hey. That they dash all old and new smart cash users 20,000 Naira woof.
Oh yeah, tell your yard people make them dial *939# or download Smart Cash app to open their own account. Make themselves enjoy 20k a woof. Every time when you buy airtime or pay bills with Smart Cash, you go chop inside your 20k. Terms and conditions they shall.
I don't see my own a woof. Oh.
Smart Cash, powered by Airtel.
Are you ready to own your own house? The federal government, through the Ministry of Finance Incorporated, is making it easy for every Nigerian to own a house. The Ministry of Finance Incorporated Real Estate Investment Fund, MREIF, is a 1 trillion Naira government-backed initiative designed to provide affordable, long-term mortgage financing for home buyers across Nigeria with low-interest mortgages and repayment periods of up to 20 years. Act now. Visit mreif.arm.com.ng to learn more or email us at mreif@arm.com.ng. The door to home ownership is open. Don't miss this opportunity.
Hey, here's a question for you. What gets you out of bed in the morning? Is it the sunrise? The sound of your alarm? No, it's that dream, that drive, that unstoppable force inside you. And you know what fuels that drive? It's starting your day strong with the rich, creamy taste of Nescafe Original 3-in-1, carefully crafted from selected coffee beans. So, whatever your hustle, go from maybe or I can't to I can and I will. Nescafe Original 3-in-1. Start strong, finish strong.
Mama, I like calm. Stop. It's him to say you like calm. I tell you, say he no good for you, but you see they talk, cause say you like calm. My pikin. You know, say I go always get your back, but you got shine your eye well, take carry better thing. Like the new Golden Penny Soya and vegetable oil, where they for brand new packaging.
The new Golden Penny Soya Oil contains vitamins A, D, and E with omega-3 and 6 and 0 trans fat. They are available for different sizes. Buy your own for retail store where they near you. Golden Penny Oil, eat well, live well.
Are you ready to unlock your full potential? Join us as we celebrate 10 years of empowering futures. Whether you're a budding entrepreneur or a hardworking professional, we are here to support you every step of the way with our expert guidance and tailored financial solutions. The horizon is yours to explore. Join us today and start your journey to a brighter future. For more information, you can visit us at any of our branches close to you. DDMFB, Empowering Futures.
99.3 Nigeria Info, your number one station for talk. Let's talk.
You're listening to Jimi Disu right here on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
You're welcome back to the Daily Digest with Jimi Disu, and today we have what I will call a current affairs analysis on the program, because we first had Mr. Nora, who is our news editor here, and I'm now going to talk to Didi Adiani, who is the general editor of the Vanguard, and to speak about contemporary issues with him, so we can update our knowledge on what's going on. Good morning, Didi.
Is here to join?
Is there to join us? Oh my God! Okay, I hope we can get him and itching to ask him one, to throw him under the bus, sharp, and ask him one or two things about current developments. Can we take a call in between?
Oh yes, absolutely. Yes, we can.
Okay, can we take another call? So please feel free to call whilst we try to get Didi Adiani. Hello, good morning. Good morning. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Yes, morning.
This is Malik speaking, sir.
Hey, Malik, how are you?
Yes, sir. Fine, sir. Good morning, Mr. Sheriff. Uncle Jimmy?
Yes.
I will say this. It's either they don't believe or they believe.
Yes.
When El-Rufai defected from PDP, he said over his dead body for him to go back, and he did not. Now he has left the APC.
Hello, Uncle Jimmy.
He's not going back.
Can you hear me?
Jide, hold on, please.
Okay,
Yeah.
Okay.
He's not going back to the APC. I believe him when it comes to defection.
Yes.
And I believe him. He has a strong follower.
Okay, Malik, let me talk to my guest.
Sir.
You can come back. Sir. But know that in politics, nothing is impossible. Okay. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Uncle Jimmy.
Jide, how are you?
We thank God.
Yes, we were talking about current developments, and I thought I should pick your brain on a few things that are going on. One of the things is, are you aware of the latest that is going on in the House of Assembly in Lagos? Are you aware?
No, what's that?
No, about the latest concerning the speakership of Honorable Obasa and his colleagues.
Of course, I'm aware of that.
Are you aware there was a meeting yesterday that there's some restlessness going on? That did you hear the fact that Honorable Obasa, according to what we hear, the agreement was supposed to have resigned last week and he has not?
Yeah, there have been meetings. There have been so many meetings. Our meetings will continue to hold.
Yes. But what is the state of affairs that you have heard?
No, I'll be brutally frank with you.
Yes.
I think Nigeria is just a circus.
Okay.
People just do whatever they want to do with that regard for the law.
Yes.
the other day somebody was saying that the State Assembly has no powers to effect change in the leadership of the Assembly. I find that a bit preposterous.
Okay.
And unfortunately, you look at what is going on.
Yes.
And the bigger danger is we are sowing the seeds of destruction of this country. Just imagine somebody in his teens watching what is going on.
Yes.
Legislators who, by the Constitution as amended, decided to effect a change in the leadership of the Assembly.
Yes.
And they did it successfully, overwhelmingly, at a 6-4. And suddenly some so-called elders, some party leaders intervened. No problem. It's their right to intervene. But in intervening, you would have to follow the letters of the law and the spirit of the law.
Well, you know that case is in court, so we can't say they successfully.
But the case was already in court before the former new speaker or the old new speaker or the new old speaker broke into the assembly.
Well, I had said that, and I made an allusion last week when it broke into assembly that I wasn't surprised when the Air Force Boys too broke into NEPA's, into EKDC's office because a precedent has been set at the top.
On a lighter note, Uncle Jimmy, let's just pray that the way you are handling your program too, some people will not break into your studio too.
No, they won't break. Don't incite them.
This is a season of
I'm going
people
to charge you
breaking into everywhere now.
I'm going to charge you for incitement. They won't. That won't happen. But it's something worrying where you have impunity as a means of getting things done in the country. And it's very, very embarrassing that those who should know are the ones who are involved in all this.
Everybody, every right-thinking individual prays that their yesterday should not best their today and their tomorrow. But from 1999, if you look back and track back, you will discover that it appears Nigeria's yesterday is always better than its today, and it won't be better than its tomorrow. People have been misbehaving since 1999, but what we are seeing now is a totally new low.
Unprecedented, yes.
Exactly. And unfortunately, for the younger ones coming, more unfortunately, it is the children of these same people that would orchestrate their participation in politics and then fix them in strategic positions for the future. So if they see what their parents are doing now, what do you think they will do?
Because
I'll leave it at that for now.
Yes, because it appears as if you are doing a might is right situation. But in that sense, what do you think is going to happen to Fubara in Rivers State?
Oh, that's another kettle of fish entirely.
Yes.
Look, so many things are wrong with Rivers. So many things are wrong. Where do we start from? Is it the way the former governor saw to it that Fubara emerged as the governor of Rivers State? Looking through the elections that held in 2023? Is it the sudden decampment of the 26 lawmakers to APC? And the Constitution says once there's no division within your party, and division is not about world crisis or local government crisis or state crisis. Division down the line from the headquarters in Abuja to the world level. There are factions. You can decamp to another party.
Yes.
There was nothing of such in PDP when these 26 lawmakers decamped to APC. In the eyes of the Constitution, they ceased to become lawmakers. Going back to PDP or they are just engaging in theatrics. Now, that's as for that. Now, it's even more preposterous when you have a state governor presenting a state budget meant to serve millions of people, just 4 members, to pass for him. Another level of inconsequence. These things keep happening and they keep going on. Now, they've gone to court. The Supreme Court has decided that Fubara should present the budget to the 26 lawmakers.
Yes.
There's no issue. But the substantive case of the decampment is yet to be properly attended to.
That's a dilemma.
That's why people keep doing there's this phrase, go to court. Go to court.
Yes.
The courts have become so impotent because the judgments they give at times, the damage would have been done over and over and over again, even before the judgment comes.
For instance, a judgment that says that no allocations should be made to the state. Well, that's illegal, whatever. I'm not a lawyer. But it presents a dilemma to me. How does the state get funded?
If our learned jurists have looked through the letters of the law and have come to the educated conclusion that that is what the judgment is, we cannot question them.
So what will happen to Fubara?
I think clairvoyance. I think look, anything can happen. These are politicians. It's not about the evil of River State now. It's about individual interests. Look, if Wike gets what he wants from Fubara, this crisis will stop. That is the honest truth.
I'm afraid to ask you what you think he wants. I want to put on Sheriff's mic on as if Sheriff can ask you, so that he. Well, I'm not. Sheriff said I should ask you, what do you think Wike wants?
Uncle Jimmy, this is our business. This is our business. It's about the way you present your thoughts.
Okay.
Well, I am not Wike.
What do you think?
But we know Wike has vowed.
Yes.
Fubara stepped out of line, and he will not take it. Except we now go and ask Wike, Excellency.
What can bring him back into line?
Wike is the one that will tell Nigerians. You know, this thing they are doing is shrouded. It's shrouded in secrecy. There was a rumor that the former governor was pestering the incumbent, and the incumbent could not take it anymore. There was this story in town about the initial appointments made and sanctioned by the former governor. There is this also talk in town that you cannot visit government house rivers except the former governor sanctions. These were all talks in the streets. And initially, if you look at it, first 2, 3, 4, 5 months, everything was good. They were working together until suddenly something snapped.
Okay.
And let me make this clear. You see, what is going on now will still go on for a while. We are seeing rivers now. Look at Kaduna State, for instance. You know what El Rufai did to ensure that Ubasani became governor.
Yes.
But where are they today?
But by the way, going back to the Lagos issue, do you think that the governor's head might be on the platter?
No, I don't think so.
Your namesake.
I don't think so. You know, there's this street talk. They say Jambara from Jamba. It's all Jamba. Those who understand Yoruba very well will know what I'm talking about.
I don't understand.
It's all they are just playing games. Once they enter one room and agree on what to go to each person and what to agree on, they will come out smiling. Someone is in the second term. He has so far played the good boy, with due respect to him as the governor. And they have their leader, who fortunately is now our president. And you see, going back to the assembly, the Lagos assembly, we discussed off-grid the other time.
Yes.
The legislators who removed Obasa knew Obasa had been riding roughshod on them, allegedly, for a while.
Yes.
They didn't remove him. Now, in December, when the president came to town, there was this famous meeting held in Ikoyi, where the president was said to have spoken out in anger against Obasa.
Yeah.
Maybe the assembly members misread what the president did to mean he has had it. So they went to remove him. But then I asked the question. So people will conveniently tell you the governor is from Lagos Central, the deputy is from Lagos East, the speaker is from Lagos West. Now, Merinda, with due respect to her, is from Lagos Central, like the governor. So that means you are shortchanging Lagos West, where you have the population, overwhelming population in Lagos. But the question I ask people is, if you want to do that balance, and then you had this issue with Obasa over the years, why didn't the leadership of the party and the so-called GAC engage the assembly and look for somebody from Lagos West to replace Obasa before the fact of his removal as speaker? So the excuse of balancing it out and
after the fact,
the manner he has come back leaves so much. I don't know how to. It riles some people.
Do you think he's back effectively?
Well, what we had before he came back was that The arrangement was Miranda will resign, he will step in, then he will now resign.
He hasn't done that, yes.
But he hasn't done that, and nobody is talking about it. And you see, the foundations we are laying, we are ignoring the law.
In the social media, there is a rumor that the 32 members might go join another party. I don't believe that. I just want your reaction to that.
Uncle Jimmy,
Which party will they go?
Let's forget that joke. Which party will they go to? Did the elections hold sincerely between you and I the way the 2023 general elections in Lagos? Let's be honest. And indeed, in some parts of Nigeria, is it a situation where some people are not about to vote? Or where figures suddenly escalated beyond what people thumbprinted for?
Okay.
Or the so-called IRF?
Before you go, sorry I'm rushing you. I mean,
no, I'm okay.
You understand that? Before you go, I just want your thoughts on the Natasha Akpabio scenario. Where do you think it's headed?
Look, these are politicians. These are politicians. They know what they are doing. The matter is in court, like you said about the Lagos matter. Let's just keep watching the drama.
But the matter of the...
Unfortunately for Nigeria.
Yes.
Unfortunately for Nigeria. The people we are talking about, how did some of them get to the Senate? How did they get to the Senate? How did they win their party tickets? You see, that's another conversation altogether. We are doing a story which, when it comes out in Vanguard, you will read the details of some of these things we are discussing here.
If people don't have
effective representation,
yes,
then everything is a joke.
Okay, it's a joke. Thank you. I know you have a meeting to attend. I'd like to thank you for your contributions. You set everything in motion.
Pleasure, Uncle Jimmy.
We'll take reactions from our people. Thank you very much, Jide. Have a nice week ahead. Okay, so you've heard Jide Ajani and you've heard Onwara. What are your thoughts? 0201 I said 0201 277 0993 and 0201 465 7190. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Morning, sir.
This is Owolafe.
Yes, Mr. Owolafe, how are you?
Yeah, thank you. I just want you to go to the issue of El-Rufai.
Yes.
When El-Rufai was a governor,
yes,
they have only a APC senator. PDP was the leader. When he was a governor, Tinubu is not win. It's a Atiku win in Kaduna.
Yes.
11,000 plus.
Yes.
And again, when he was a governor, the House of Assembly there, I think it's 14 for APC.
Yes.
So go to the issue of El-Rufai. That's number one. And El-Rufai.
What's the point you're making there?
What I'm trying to say is that all this analysis of saying El-Rufai is going to another party, it can't affect APC. That is what I just want to tell you.
Okay. Okay. Thank you very much. I believe it can affect APC indeed throughout the north.
Hello?
Yes, hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Uncle Jimmy.
Yes.
Yeah, my name is Gideon Balotelli.
Yes.
So I am seeing this Lagos Buhari from another perspective.
Yes.
I don't know. The difference between Lagos and Rivers State is I can see the reason why Lagos State issue has been resolved is I'm seeing something of the hegemonic stability theory. That's what we call hegemonic stability theory in politics. Okay, this theory states that wherever there is an hegemony, there is always stability there. You see, for the fact that there are so many superpowers in the River State politics, that is why up to now they have not been able to come to a conclusive point. Okay, but for the fact that we have an hegemony in Lagos, that's why we have relative stability, and it is that theory has been tested and has stand the test of time. It is a theory in international relations that says that because there were so many superpowers in the world politics, that is why
thank you very much,
the
sir.
second
Thank you,
World
sir.
War
Your
broke
minute
out.
is up. Thank you. Your point is noted. Sheriff, what is hegemony? I don't know. I thought maybe it's a form of tomato puree or what is this theory of hegemony? Oh, okay. Let's pick another one. Hello, good morning. Because the theory is you must know, Yes, good morning.
Hello.
Morning, sir.
Good morning. This is Ojo Emmanuel calling from Awiyaya.
Yes, sir, Mr. Ojo Emmanuel.
Politics in Nigeria are being compromised.
Yes.
What Erufaya did, he did what he did to shake APC. And the last caller said that the defection of Erufaya will not affect APC. I totally disagree with that.
Yes.
The defection of Erufaya to SDP would definitely affect APC coming 2027.
Yes.
And I strongly believe that there's a strong coalition that will come before 2027 and will surely shake APC. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. I think we can take just about one more call or two more, Max. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Mr. Jimmy.
Yes.
This is Olawale from Aja.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I think my pain in all of this, what I can deduce is where is the place of the voters?
Yes.
I mean, if consideration is not given to the people, irrespective of who moves from where to where, the electorate should be allowed to cast their vote. And I can deduce that from your guest. He said when people are not allowed to vote, when there is, violence, and then at the end of the day, mutilation of results, and then IRA suddenly glitches. So, with all this, what hope for the electorate to go out and cast their votes? Very disheartening.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you very much, ma'am. I think the electorate must decide how they want to be factored into all this. When we get to that bridge, we'll cross it. I'll take my last caller for the day, then I'm off. Hello, good morning.
Morning, Uncle Jimmy.
Morning, Pastor Ladipo, quickly.
Okay, Uncle Jimmy, my take on all this is this. Lagos State, until we come to a point where votes will start counting, Lagos State will not be out of this mess.
Okay.
Because the way it's going, like that your last guest said, how did some of these people even obtain their ticket? How did they get to the assembly? You will notice something in Lagos State. The moment you are in that party and you are given ticket, it's like an automatic qualification.
Yes.
So the thing is they can't decamp to anywhere. They dare not. They dare not. Because
I even think there's nowhere to decamp to really.
There is nowhere to go, Uncle Jimmy.
For now.
They tried it now. So that is it. Thank you.
Okay. That's where we'll close it for the day. We've had a very enlightening episode. I've enjoyed myself today. And I think I'll now I've been emboldened to bring more of my colleagues in from time to time so we can get to the nitty-gritty of what's going on. I'd like to thank Mr. Sheriff Quadri for taking out time during this Ramadan period to attend to me. It is noted and will be rewarded at the appropriate time. What with, I don't know. Coming up next is What's Up Lagos, so don't go away.
This isn't a Game of Thrones. It's the game of information.
The German foreign minister went to Beijing to reaffirm that Europe would not let China invade Taiwan.
And more information.
Government can't keep taking the fall for your own mess, for your own mistakes.
And more information.
We did some work on the Third Mainland Bridge before. Where are there potholes now?
You want to play?
Political way to destroy. Let me tell you.
It's game on. Let the games begin.
On 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Is the voice note on 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
This continent is continent of young people. Half of our people here are below 20 years old. Yes? Look at the average age of our presidents. It's about 63, 64 years old. We are the only continent in the world where we have presidents at 90 years old starting new terms. I mean, you guys are crazy or what? We see people in wheelchairs, unable to raise hands to standing for elections. This is a joke. Yes, you are right to laugh because the whole world is laughing at us. I always say, you look around you. You look, United States, an economy of $15-16 trillion.
99.3 Nigeria Info. We'll be right back.
Whether you're reuniting with loved ones.
99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.